So I just started a brand new wholesale dropshipping store on eBay and it hit $15,000 in the last 30 days. And I started only about 2 months ago. So be sure to smash that like button because I'm gonna show you exactly how many items we have listed, exactly how I did it, what the profits were, some of the suppliers that we're using, and how to do it yourself, the software and everything like that, to give you a reasonable estimation of how a natural progression on an eBay dropshipping store comes about. I'm not promising you that you're gonna hit $50,000 in the next week or month or whatever in sales. I'm gonna give you what a natural, normal progression looks like. None of this BS, nothing sugar-coated. This is exactly what happened. We're 2 months into it and this is exactly how we went about it. There's been negatives, there's been losses, there's been cancellations, there's been returns, all sorts of host of issues, but we've made it through all of them and we've made a decent amount of profit at a great profit margin as well. And we're happy to move forward. So if you're interested, also be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification for every single time I launch a video like this. Check down below for a free eBay dropshipping mini course. And yeah, I'll see you inside my computer. All right, so here we are inside my computer. And just to start off showing some proof, here is the results of our sales since the in the last 30 days, but we've been running this store for about 2 months, like 2 months and 1 week, I believe. So I said 15,000. I made that intro like a day ago and now it's up to 17,000. We did have some lower days right here, but this is when we didn't have as many items listed. We listed more items up, and as you can tell, the sales have come pretty well since. So we had a $2,000 day. We even had a $1,200 day about 3 weeks ago. We're getting some more consistent days that are getting up towards the thousands pretty frequently. It's only $65 today, but it's earlier in the day. We've made a good amount of sales. We got 100% feedback and we have a top rated status. So the reason being why we're making a lot of sales is we can offer top rated plus. We're top rated. This account has been around for a little bit longer and it did have enough ability to get the top rated, but it hadn't been sold on for like 2 months or like 3 months. So that's pretty much it for the breakdown. We're at $17,000 in the last 30 days, $23,000 in the last 90 days. And this is the store. I really think that with where we're at right now, we'll have the ability to bring it up to like 20, maybe 25,000 before we start listing more items, just with some tweaks that we can make. And then from there, we're gonna have to list some more items up. So let's get into how many items we have and kind of the breakdown of the sales. So basically, here's the items that we have. We actually have a lot of items listed, 7,073. But one thing that is a big mistake that we made is that I listed, this is mainly my fault, I listed a bunch of random items up thinking that we had, unlimited listing limits, and it really just didn't work to the ability that I thought it would. We have 3,003. We have basically half of our items are out of stock. So we've done about, we're gonna hit about $20,000 in sales in 30 days with about 3,500 active listings. And these aren't ones that even the active listings aren't ones that I really sourced from somebody or sniped from other people. The amount of items that we sniped from other people is only about 2,000 probably. And they were just based off the criteria that they sold at least once in the last 30 days. So we tried to go for more of like the bulk random upload approach at the beginning, realized that it wasn't as good as we thought it was, and I uploaded a ton of items that have been out of stock since the beginning. So we need to now go through, find all the items that are out of stock and, get rid of them. So, like I said, this is a new store. It's only been out for like 2 months. We're using new software and there's learning curves and just growing pains with anything like this. And, we're making mistakes along with anything. So there's 367 of them have watchers. We make a good amount of sales with, the items that are in stock. But like I said, a lot of them aren't good. And we need to go through and start pretty much pruning the listings out or just get higher listing limits and start slamming it with more and more listings. It's neither or. I'm not sure where we're going to head yet. I mean, that's about it for the amount of listings that we have. What we've been doing. Let's talk about, like I said, it's all wholesale. Let's talk about the profit margins. So here's from the 20th to the 23rd. I just want to show you kind of like the array of what happens. I know some of this is blurred out, but these profit margins are not consistent across the board, and it's mainly because some of the shipping costs are different. The items are from different suppliers. People are in different locations, and they're positive, they're negative. There's some that are low positive, there's some that are high positive. So we got 10%, 8, 9.5, 7, 2.8. This was clearly a mistake. We had the item listed too low. 10.5, 6.5, 9.4, or 9.6, 8, 7, 10, 7, 6, negative 27. This item, I don't think updated the price properly. I don't know why, but I checked back later and it did update properly. So that's that. This item sold for a loss, negative $6. It's something that you take as you go and you hope doesn't happen again, but you need to fix later on down the road. And that's what we've been doing. This one was 34% profit, a $42 profit. And usually that happens when people order multiple of a quantity of one item in the same order. I think this was 4 of one item. This is 20%. I think it averages out, as we're going to check, to about 10% profit margin. So I can't complain with 10% bulk uploading items, most of which I didn't even snipe from somebody, were just random picks. I cannot complain with the results. So we're going to go to the results here. KPIs, key performance index, I think, are indicators. Average profit margin is 10.04. Total net profit so far was $54 in Q1 because it started late February, I think, maybe. And then $2,000, $2,200 altogether, basically, since we've started, but mainly $2,000 in the last quarter. Here's the sales, here's the profit. Profit's higher here because it accounts for different things than here, but it's pretty much $2,200 profit. This is before software expenses. So we have not been paying for the main software that we've been using until this month, which is pretty expensive, but this is just the profit from the sales. Like I said, we're gonna increase our amount of sales, and the price of the software is not going to increase. So this is it before software costs. There's a few other, but it's really not that many. But what are we using for suppliers? So the main supplier we're using, honestly, is one I've been talking about for a while, is just CWR Wholesale Distribution. This is the supplier right here. The people say that they're not good, but you just really need to learn how to use them, and they are actually probably one of the best suppliers. They give us the ability to be top rated, plus, which I think does give us a huge advantage because we can get items out within 1 day shipping, so we can get cheaper fees on eBay, and we get a boost because we have the top rated plus badge next to our items. And we also use other marine suppliers and a few others that I don't feel like just putting on the internet at the moment until this account is more established, and we grow bigger. So that's pretty much it. We're using wholesale dropshipping suppliers that allow for automation. This is auto ordered, this is auto listed, this is pretty much as much automation as you can possibly get. And what are we using? We're using either InventorySource or FLXPoint. We're currently using FLXPoint, but FLXPoint is like it's the big brother version of InventorySource. It's more expensive. FLXPoint is. It's like $600 a month, but we hadn't paid for it until we're going to pay for it at the end of this month. We were getting it set up, and now that it's set up, now we have to start paying for it. So it's another reason to pump the sales up a much higher, trying to make as much profit as possible to cover that. And basically what they are is they connect into any real just selling platform. So the main reason why we want to do this is we eventually want to have the whole Shopify store set up with these items. eBay, Amazon, and Walmart. We have 4 different platforms that we sell on, and it's really going to allow us to make as many sales as possible with the items that we have without having to put in very much extra work. All you have to do is push those items to a new platform, and you're good to go. They also have about 270, I believe, different suppliers integrated in. So CWR, things like that, other suppliers that we've been using. And if you want to use just InventorySource, the full automation is like $200 per month. You get a certain amount of plans, things like that. But FLXPoint is $600 a month. I think you get 5 suppliers and 3 platforms for that price. And you get like some onboarding, and they help you out. The one thing about FLXPoint is it's pretty new, it's expensive, and there's like very, very, very little like help articles on it, where if you want to get something specific done, you're mostly going to have to contact them and set up a meeting with them. I usually have one once a week to update any issues, or have them just like record you a video on how to do it, and then just keep it and keep that video in your little bank. But there's some big companies on this. It's all API. It's very well put together. You can bring in your own wholesale suppliers. If they give you a CSV feed, you can bring in the ones that are connected into InventorySource. It is a very powerful platform. And it's really the reason why we've been able to scale this store as quickly as possible. We've been able to really get tons of items listed, everything in, and again, we haven't really optimized any listings for eBay. We haven't really done anything except for list items in bulk, of which most of those items weren't good items to start with. Half of our items are out of stock, and we really need to go forward and make just more streamline the business. It was originally just like list, and we don't have any items above $500 listed right now because we don't have that high of listing limits on this account. So, the whole CWR has items that are in the thousands that I've sold before in the past. And once we can get items up like that, I'm sure, you hit 1 or 2 a month, it's going to dramatically increase the amount of sales that you have, or maybe 5 sales like that a month. It's going to really help out your bottom line. So that's pretty much it with the wholesale store. Like I said, we've been bulk uploading items. We've been using FLXPoint. It's expensive if you don't want to use InventorySource. Look for the mainstream wholesale dropshipping suppliers. Like, these are wholesale distributors. It's legit. They are even label themselves as a dropshipper. They give you CSV feeds. They give you FTP feeds. Everything can be automated. Ordering, they do easy returns. They have good customer support. There's other ones out there like this. Just do your research and really just look for some of the top ones out there. From there, you can bulk upload them onto eBay. You can use API on eBay this way. It's not against the rules. API is only not allowed when you're doing it with retail dropshipping. One thing we've had some issues with is that you're listing items that are allowed to be listed. We've listed some items from some suppliers that have gotten taken down, and we need to reevaluate the way that we're going about which items to list. You need to apply. You most likely need to have a business or at least an EIN number. You're not going to have to deal with tax exemption. And this supplier alone has 27,000 SKUs. So it's going to be very easy to list a lot of items and have, people that you can snipe from, because a lot of people use this supplier, and there's other suppliers out there that a lot of people use. So that's about it. Brand new store, $17,000 in sales in the last 31 days. It'll probably go up to like $17,500 today. And these small days are falling off. And again, it ebbs and it flows. Like I said, dropshipping is a game of averages, or how much money you make on average a day. Because this day, I think, was almost $200 profit, where this day was probably like $5. So, it goes up and down. But again, the more listings you get up, the more just chances out there you have to make a sale. And then, as your items have been up longer, then they get, or if you do promoted listings or any type of just discounts or volume pricing or anything like that, you're really increasing your exposure, which is one thing we need to work on this account. And from there, you're really just increasing your chance that somebody will buy an item from you. And that's all that dropshipping is, the way that we're teaching it, is get enough items out there that you're increasing the likelihood that you'll make a lot of sales every day. If you only have 10 listings, chance that 1 sells every day is low, compared to if you have 10,000 listings, chance that you make some sales every day is much higher. So, moral of the story is wholesale dropshipping suppliers. This account's going to the moon, and that's about it. So if you have any questions, ask them down below. I'm sure there's going to be a lot on FLXPoint. I am not ready to make guides on FLXPoint yet. I can guarantee you that. And I don't think enough people will be interested in it to make it worth my time, where I barely even know how to use the software. And I have to ask the person that runs my account pretty much, or the person that's in charge of my account at FLXPoint, to help me out all the time. Be sure to smash the like button. Let me know if you want to see anything else about this store, or future progress videos about this store, because this is the one that we're really going to be focusing on, and we're really going all out to make this like the best possible store that we really can. And yeah, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and smash the like button. Ask any questions. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.